All right, class, in this video, I'm going to explain the organization of muscles and how their structure determines their function. So muscles are layered, and that layered effect allows them to work in the particular way in which they do function. And that's going to be the overall theme in this video. Let's go start off with some basic stuff. This right here that this muscle is connected to is the bone. Now, connecting the muscle to the bone is this region right here. This is a tendon. Tendons are defined as tissues that connect muscles to bones. Now, the extension of this tendon around the muscle, and generally it will continue to go along this muscle. So don't get confused with that, with this actual image. I want you to understand that, especially in many aspects of muscles, this tendon, this tissue that's going around in this thick tissue, an extension of it, will continue to go around this muscle, this dense connective tissue. That is known as the fascia. So muscles are surrounded by fascia. And then after that, this area right here is what we call the muscle itself. And then muscles are made up of bundles of these things right here that I'm highlighting. I want to highlight. That I'm highlighting right here, which also extends to this region here. And this is known as a fascicle. So the way you can look at this is that muscles are created from bundles of fascicles. And then fascicles themselves are made from their own bundles. And I'm going to highlight this as blue. And this is just one of them. And this right here is a muscle fiber. And another word for a muscle fiber is that it is the muscle cell. So it's the individual cell. It's multinucleated, and it has the features of the cell that we will talk about later, or I've already discussed for sure in class. The last thing is that muscle fibers are made from its own little bundles, and this bundle is known as a myofibril. And then myofibrils are made up of repeating patterns. Here's one right here, separated between two Z bands, and this is a sarcomere. So, all said and done, the way this works out is that muscles are covered by fascia, and then muscles are broken down the following way, in which muscles are made up of bundles known as bundles of fascicles, and then fascicles are made up of bundles of muscle fibers, and then muscle fibers are made up of bundles of myofibrils, and myofibrils have these repeating patterns known as the sarcomere. The sarcomere is the basic fundamental unit of the muscle. It's like a physicist saying that atoms are the basic unit of matter. So it's really important to understand that. Now, along with this comes membranes. There's a tight membrane, thin connective tissue membrane that covers the muscle. This right here is known as the epimysium. And it covers the muscle itself. And then there's a membrane that covers the fascicles. And understand that membrane will go all the way through, just like the epimysium would. And this one is known as the perimysium. And then finally, there's a membrane that covers the muscle fiber, and that muscle fiber membrane that's covered is covered by an endomysium. So when you look at this, you have the muscles covered by an epimysium, the fascicles covered by the paramysium, the muscle fiber is covered by the endomysium, and then the myofibril itself is within the muscle fiber itself. So that's it for this particular video. I will have another video for how this structure and organization leads to actual contractions.